I'm Sarah.
And I'm Amanda.
And we are Tesla, teens exploring science with a live audience. We are named after Nikola Tesla, a scientist who helped us get a better understanding of electricity. This is a giant Tesla coil that's on display at the Museum of Science and Industry.
We are science achievers from the Community Initiatives team at the Museum of Science and Industry. This is a science education show every Wednesday at 5 p.m.
You're right. And on this season of Tesla, we will be discussing really cool things that we couldn't live without, and the science behind them.
Will we be talking about ice cream? Ice cream is cool and I can't live without it.
No, sadly we're not going to be talking about ice cream.
Let me think for a second. Cool, can't live without it. Sunglasses. Sunglasses make me look cool and I can't live without them on a sunny day.
Well, Amanda, as cool as you look in sunglasses, we're not going to be talking about those either. But I can give you a hint and I'm sure you'll get it. These cool things grow really, really tall and live for a very, very long time.
They can grow really, really tall and live for a very long time.
Yep.
Trees. Trees can grow really tall, and my grandparents have a tree in their backyard that's over 100 years old. Also, trees can provide shade, which makes us feel cooler. Cool things, I get it, trees.
You got it. We're going to be learning about the science of trees. We definitely couldn't live without trees because they produce oxygen that we need in order to breathe.
Trees provide shelter for birds as well as food for them to eat.
Amanda, did you know that there are not one, but two types of trees?
Let me see if I can remember. There are trees that lose their leaves during the fall and winter season. They are called deciduous trees.
You're right, and the other type of trees are called coniferous trees. They hold their green leaves throughout the year as the seasons change. They are commonly called evergreen trees because they are forever green, which means that they are always green.
Most evergreen trees have leaves that look like needles.
Like a Christmas tree?
Exactly. We should show our audience some of our beautiful images of our really cool trees.
Great idea, Amanda. Let me get us set up. There we go. Here's our first one. What type of tree is that?
Well, you can see on one side it has its leaves, so it must be the summer or spring, and the other side it doesn't have its leaves, so it must be fall or winter.
Oh, so it must be a deciduous tree because it loses its leaves in the fall and winter months.
Exactly.
But what does a coniferous tree look like?
Well, let's just see.
Alrighty, let's get this one lined up. There we go. Oh, look at all those needles.
Yeah, and also it looks here like it's the summer season and it still has its leaves.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna have those lovely green needles I just pointed out even in the winter time. Look at that, you can see them underneath the snow.
Exactly.
Okay. So last week we talked about coniferous trees, but this week we'll be discussing deciduous trees. They drop their leaves and become bare with seasonal change. Today we're going to talk about the tree of life.
Tree of life? What an interesting name. And why is it called that? What does it look like? Where is it located?
Slow down, Amanda. That's a lot of questions. Let's start with the first one and we'll go on from there. The tree of life refers to a deciduous tree known as the baobab tree. I'm going to show you a few ones right now. So there's 9 different types of baobab trees.
Here in this image, we can see that the trunk on the baobab tree is really thick and stout, and it doesn't have leaves.
Baobabs are without leaves for 9 months of the year.
So that means that the baobab only has leaves 3 months out of the whole year.
You're right. Look at this baobab tree. It has a nice cylindrical trunk and has all its leaves. What time of year would it be in then?
It must be either the spring or summer.
I think you're right. And to answer your question about where the baobab tree is located, I brought a map to show you and our viewers. The baobab is located in South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique, and other tropical African countries.
I heard that the baobab tree can live for several thousands of years. So is that why they're called the Tree of Life?
Good guess, but not really. But we will cover that a little later in the show.
And we'll be back right after this short break.
See you then.
This is a silver maple leaf.
This is a northern red leaf.
This is the northern red oak leaf.
This is the honey locust.
This is a Norway maple leaf.
This is a black walnut leaf.
Hey guys, it's me Alex,
I'm Kelsey.
and we're back to talk about some more tree science.
Hey Alex, where do you want to start?
Alright, let's start at the foundation of the tree, the roots.
I see you brought a diagram to share with our viewers.
Yeah, of course. Let's talk about the different parts of the tree, starting with the roots. Alright, let's get this set up with our diagram. Cool, nice. Let me get a good picture of that. Okay. Let's start with the roots. The roots are an important hidden part of the tree. They grow underground and support the tree. They also absorb water and provide nutrients from the soil.
The roots then lead us up to the next part of the tree called the trunk. The trunk transports water and nutrients from the soil to the rest of the tree. This outer part that you see is called the bark. It protects the tree from fire, insects, and weather.
That's really cool. It's like a tough, protective covering.
Exactly.
All right. The trunk then divides into branches and twigs with leaves attached to the ends of the twigs.
I know what leaves are for. They collect sunlight to make food for the tree. Using sunlight and the carbon dioxide in the air, the leaves make food for the tree and releases oxygen into the air for us to breathe.
That's exactly right. All right.
Here is an image of a baobab tree.
Cool. The trunk of the tree is brown and smooth. It must be late spring or early summer because I noticed it has leaves.
Exactly. Speaking of leaves, their leaves are divided into 5 to 7 finger-length leaflets.
Really?
Here's an image to show.
Whoa.
You want to count how many leaves this one has?
Yeah, of course.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 leaflets, like you said.
The tree also has flowers.
No way. Flowers too?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a look at that. Oh,
Here is a flowering baobab tree.
can't really see the flowers. How about we take a closer look at one of its flowers? There we are. Really nice, really pretty. For those of you who might not be able to tell from the picture, they are in fact large. They're white, of course, and they are sweetly scented.
That's nice. The baobab tree also bear fruit that are giant green pods.
Fruit. This tree has everything. Oh, not kidding about giant green pods.
Nope, the pod is a large egg-shaped capsule that is covered with hair.
Wow. I'll bet there are seeds inside these pods.
You would be correct. Here is an image of the seeds inside the pod.
Let me just adjust that right here. Wow, you're right. These seeds kind of look like a heart, you know? That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. I wonder what the seeds are used for.
We'll find out and more after the break.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Yulia,
And I'm Ariel.
and in this segment, we'll be talking about the benefits and uses of baobab trees. The bark, the leaves, the fruit, and the trunk are all used.
Okay, let's start with the bark. How is the bark used?
Well, the bark contains a strong fiber that can be used to make ropes, fishing nets, clothing, and floor mats such as these.
Wow, those are some cool looking mats.
I know, right?
The leaves are a good food source for domestic and wild animals. The leaves are also used as a remedy for bringing down a high fever. In this image, you can see that the oval-shaped seed pods have a pulp with 6 times more vitamin C than an orange and 50% more calcium than spinach.
Okay, wait, so you're telling me this pulp has 6 times more vitamin C than an orange and 50% more calcium than spinach?
That's right.
That's a lot.
Definitely.
The seeds are edible and can also be roasted for use as a coffee substitute.
That's pretty cool. The fruit pulp is used for medicinal purposes for mild and serious ailments, including diarrhea and malaria.
The fruit has a tart flavor and tastes like sherbet. It is also used as a sweetener for fruit drinks.
It kind of looks like rice milk.
It does.
Water is collected and stored in the trunk of the tree. Wildlife and people use this source of water during the dry months of the year.
You know, looking at this, the trunk looks really thick.
It must store a lot of water in it.
It must. I have an image of a really cool baobab tree called the Platte baobab.
So why is it so cool?
Well, inside this tree, it houses a cafe that serves drinks. But looking at the tree, it looks really wide.
That must be a really cool cafe. Do you have an inside image?
I do.
Wow, that looks really cool.
It does, and you see how there's seats and a place to get your drinks?
And that looks like a cool looking opening. It looks like a cave.
It does.
I wish I could go there.
Me too.
So now I see why it's known as the Tree of Life. It provides shelter,
Clothing, food, and water for animals and humans.
and there will be more after this break.
This is the Tule tree, located in Oaxaca, Mexico. It's my favorite tree because it's the stoutest tree in the whole world.
This is the dragon's blood tree. It grows in Yemen. This is one of my favorite trees because when you cut it down, it drips a red sap that looks a lot like dragon blood.
We're back. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Jonas.
So, Jonas, we learned a lot of science about the baobab tree today.
We did.
How about a trivia challenge based on all that we learned?
Alright, you know what, Taylor? I say game on. But first, we must set up some ground rules.
Okay, let's do it. So, we'll both ask each other questions,
Okay.
and whoever answers correctly gets a leaf right on our board right here, our tree. You see our trees right here
Yes,
with
I
your
see.
name and my name.
Okay.
And whoever has the most leaves at the end of the game wins.
Alright, Taylor, I say game on. But since you came up with it, you asked the first question.
Of course, Jonas, I would only be right. But are you really ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Alright, let's go.
So I'm going to start you with a simple question.
Okay.
Name the type of tree that loses its leaves in the fall or winter.
Name the type of tree that loses its leaves in the fall or winter. Taylor, you're going easy on me today. That is called the deciduous tree.
You're right, Jonas. See, I got you. Put one right here.
Yes, that is my point there.
All right, Jonas, just remember, this is an easy question. 1 point for you.
Alright. Since you asked me an easy question, I'll ask you an easy question.
Let's go.
Name the type of tree that always stays green during the fall, winter months, and the summer.
Oh. Name the type of tree that keeps its leaves.
Yes, the clue keeps its leaves.
Fall, winter, and even summer months?
Yes.
Isn't that the coniferous tree?
Yes,
Like our Christmas trees that we saw earlier.
You got that right, and I'll give you your leaf.
Look at my
there.
leaf. Look at my leaf. All right, Jonas, let's keep going. Let's turn it up a notch,
Okay,
huh?
let's go.
What part of the tree makes food from sunlight?
Let's see if I can remember this. Name the part of the tree that makes fruit from sunlight?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is the green leaves.
Ah, I see what you did there,
Yes.
Jonas. You're right, too. The green leaves. All right, Jonas. All right,
Looks like I'm winning.
Don't get ahead of yourself
But-
now, Jonas.
It is my turn to ask the next question. So,
Let's go.
we know that trees they absorb carbon dioxide from the air, but they release what important gas into the air?
All right, so we know trees absorb carbon dioxide.
Yes.
And they release what important gas into
Important.
the air? I would say oxygen. Oxygen is necessary for us to live.
And there's your little leaf right there.
Look at that, Jonas. I'm gonna win. I feel. I'm just telling you. Just be prepared.
Yes, but it is your turn to ask the next question.
You're right. You're right. All right. So Jonas,
Yes.
describe how the leaves are arranged on the baobab tree.
Oh, we turned it up a notch here. All right, let's see if
Told
I
you.
can remember.
I
All right,
told
let's see. Describe how the leaves are arranged on the baobab tree. I'm pretty sure that the leaves are arranged in clusters of 5 to 7 finger-like leaflets. Am I right?
Wow, you're correct, Jonas.
My
That was a
answer
good
was too
answer.
good.
That's a good answer. I gotta give you that point.
Okay,
Oh gosh. Okay. I gotta win.
okay. I'm thinking of a question here. All right. Identify one way in which the bark of the baobab tree is used.
Okay, you said identify one way in which the bark of the baobab is used.
Yes.
Well, I know we learned that the bark of the baobab can be used to make rope, fishing net, clothing, and floor mats.
Correct. You
So
are.
since I gave you like more than one, shouldn't I get more than one leaf,
No,
Jonas?
that answered the question, so you get one.
Not fair. Okay, all right. How about this? Let's keep going. I'll give you
Okay.
another hard question.
All right.
How are the seeds of the baobab nutritious?
Okay.
Baobab tree nutritious.
You're right, this is definitely a hard question.
I don't think you can get it,
I don't
Jonas.
think I can get
don't
this
think
one,
you can
but
get
I
it.
will try my best. All right. So how are the seeds of the baobab tree healthy or nutritious?
Healthy or nutritious? Yes.
Okay, all right, let me see. I'm pretty sure that the pulp of the seed pods contains 6 times more vitamin C than oranges. And I'm also pretty sure that it also contains 50% more calcium than spinach. I'm pretty sure. Am I correct?
Jonas, I see you've been paying attention.
Ah, yes.
You get that point. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm winning.
I gotta get this last question right.
Yes,
here.
this is the
I'm gonna
last
lose.
question. All right. Not describe, but why is the baobab tree known as the tree of life?
All right, Jonas. So you said, why is the baobab tree known as the tree of life?
Yes.
Okay, I remember this. The baobab tree provides clothing, food, shelter, and water for animals and humans in the African grasslands.
You got this right. So I will give you your little leaf right there. And let's count the points up.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
For you.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Huh? Wait, what?
We tied.
We tied.
Look at that.
How?
I want to win today. All right.
You know what, Jonas? It's okay.
It's okay. All right. We did good today.
We
All right.
did good. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. And we are Tesla from MSI, a science education show every Wednesday at 5 p.m.
And we will see you next season. But Taylor, this
Yes.
is your last season with us.
You're right, Jonas. This is my last season.
And we will miss you. And Amanda, why don't you come up as well? This is your last season as well on the show, and we will dearly miss you. You have been a great addition to Tesla.
Thank
But
you.
we will see you all next year on Tesla.
See you. Bye.